The movie Him. I watched this movie with my wife. She got up and walked out and said, "They doing too much." I also stopped watching this movie in the middle and said, "I seen enough." I was never watching it for entertainment anyway. I certainly wasn't watching it because I'm a fan of that sellout Marlon Wayans. I was just watching to see what the hype was all about. And they didn't lie. This movie is completely demonic. I don't even need to go in full detail because they showed you everything, bro. Like, if you still can't see it, either you spiritually blind or you refuse to believe the truth, even when they putting it right in your face. There's no need to point out all the demonic symbols that they were showing in this movie because it's a lot of them. No need for that, bro, because they showing you it's right in your face. But if you want to sum this movie up, all you got to do is go back to the part where he put God last. So Marlon Wayne says, you know that old saying that says God, family, football? And then he says, for me, it's football, family, then God. When the Bible clearly says, seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added to you. So the fact that he put God last in this movie, that should define everything about him in real life and this movie. I remember I wrote on Facebook one time, I would never force my kids to play any sports because I don't want to be responsible for teaching them or training them to chase a ball for the rest of their life. Because that's exactly what you're seeing in this movie. Notice every time they asked him a question about football, he never said what he wanted to say. He always said what his daddy had said. He always referred to his daddy told him this, his daddy told him that. This is a serious issue in the black community. Y'all kids don't want to play sports. Y'all forced them to play so y'all can reap the benefits. You think you're doing your child a service? You think you are a mother or daddy of the year by training your child to be a modern day slave? All you're doing is getting your kid to idolize celebrities on TV, and in the same way, preparing him for one day he will be idolized. And this is how it look in a lot of black households. Be having your son watching TV, staring at a TV, programming him to idolize players on television. Pay attention to the look. They showing you that look for a reason. It's symbolic. This is the look of a brainwashed person. Even when he turned away, his dad turned his head back to the television so he can continue to be programmed. And this is just one example on how parents set their kids up for failure. They teach them and train them to go chase a ball, but don't train them to chase the Most High. All the NFL is modern day slavery anyway. The NFL Combine is compared to slavery. It is a slave mentality. 90% of basketball players and football players are black. The coaches are white. The owners are white. The managers are white. The audience are white. And yeah, you got the money, you got the fame, you got the materialism. But at the end of the day, you ain't nothing but a number to these dudes. And them trophies you won, that's what you are to them. And nobody really cares about you like they were showing in this scene. They just more focused on the benefits that come with your success. At the end of the day, your job is to keep those white rich folks richer. The origin of sports goes all the way back to the slave masters betting on the slaves to fight against each other. And they will bet on them, just like they doing today. And guess what? These white folks was entertained by you back then, and they're entertained by you now. So when you go back to the movie and you see how they measuring him and all this stuff, it's no different than what they used to do during the slave trade. They used to pick their slaves based on the height, the weight, how big they are, how strong they are, how fast they are, all that. It's all modern day slavery. So to sum this movie all up, at the end of the day, it's letting you know about sports. Sports ain't what it look like. It's not all about just playing sports, having fun, and being famous and having money. Nah, it's all about sacrifice. Are you willing to sacrifice? And what are you willing to sacrifice? The biggest thing they sacrifice is the Bible, the Most High Elohim. They put him last and put all these other things first. And that's exactly what Satan wants, because he's the ruler of this world. That's why the Bible say he who is a friend of this world is an enemy of the Most High Elohim. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Do not love the world or the things of this world. If anyone loves the world or the things of the world, the love of the Father is not in, keyword, him. Him, that's the name of the movie. For everything that is in the world, the flesh desire, the eyes desire, life's empty pride does not come from the Father, but comes from the world. So when you chasing greatness, you're not chasing the Most High. You're chasing him. Who is him? Satan.